Hello people, this is Mike Jr. II. Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Cloud 2. So, since the last video, we have done a lot of different kind of leveling here. So, and a lot of different things have happened, if you can't already tell on the fucking screen. But, I have spent tons of time, I think maybe around 10 hours actually training up the characters. But most of the weapons for the most part. But anyway, what I decided to do actually was that if you guys remember, I don't know if I showed it on screen or not, I actually saved right before the, the funny thing is that I saved the game right before I got Lynn, so actually I went back to that save and then worked on that. It was before I did the Spheda thing, actually, with the bird. But anyway, I actually decided to, go back to that save and then train up the weapons all the way to a certain point, and I also trained them up to the hammer and the question shooter. I didn't train up Monica's sword at all because I figured that she could get a few extra level ups with the specific sword. But anyway, I decided to train up the weapons, and then I got my hands on Lynn. Now, I actually got the... I didn't do this on screen or anything, but I actually got the Spheda ball thing. I got it with Max, and because I got it with... because I did it with Max instead of cheaping out with Monica, I ended up getting my hands on the Swan instead of the Turkey for a Spheda club. So yeah, you can try as many times as you want to beat that thing, so do that if you must to get the better club at the end of the day. So anyway, I trained up all of the bracelets into the Pakalekul. I don't really know exactly how to pronounce that. Now the one before it, the Thorn, I think it's the Thorn armband, I forget, I don't think I have any other weapon here like it, yeah. The Thorn armband actually has the abs up ability as well, but it also has the poverty ability, which is not good because that means you get less money. Because I had the poverty ability, I decided that I also wanted to level it up to the Pakalekul, which has the quote-unquote wealth ability, but instead it adds on, because it adds the wealth ability, it will cancel out the poverty ability, so basically you're left with just the abs ability at the end of the day. Also, you also get the, I think the Bandit's Bracelet, which is down here. Yes, this thing automatically has the Thief, so by doing this, I got my hands on both the Thief and the Abs Up, which means training up will be a lot easier, and I will be getting more items from enemies. So, I trained up every single weapon, and I put them into both of the... I trained up all three of them besides... stupid fucking AVG. Go away, AVG, you're messing with my stuffs. But, I ended up training up each of the weapons, I put them into every one of them besides Monica's, because Monica's sword automatically gets the, Monica's sword will automatically get her hands on the, abs up ability later on. However, I believe I took a picture of it, it wasn't a screenshot, it was a picture from my camera, I actually got myself the abs up coin, so Monica Sachs already has the abs up ability without actually having to train up another Pakaleko, or whatever the fuck it is. So, yep, also, I got my hands on a, no, actually, no, I already had the critical ability, but, besides that, I got my hands on a lot of fucking coins in the Balance Valley. A lot of fucking coins. The most I can say is that, the new ones that I have are the Wealth Coin, which is very nice, the Dark Coin and Indestructible Coin we already got our hands on, the Poison Coin, which is useless to us now, along with the Durable one, because all of our weapons have them now, the Bandit Coin, which again, all of our weapons have, which is the Thief, Absorb, which is something that none of our weapons have, Heal, which is actually the opposite of Absorb, and none of our weapons have had them at all, and the Critical, which only Monica's sword has so far. Now, the funny thing is that I almost thought about using the Heal Coin on one of my weapons, but from what I've heard, it only heals up 1 point for every, it takes a while, and it only heals you by 1 point, and it does not stack with multiple weapons. So, all I can say is never use the heal coin ever, ever, ever. From what I hear, the best way you can use the heal ability is if you put it on a weapon you don't use, equip it, sit in the corner until you get healed all the way up, and then you pick back to your actual used weapon. Have the absorb ability, it's very nice. I don't know if I'm going to do the Dark Coin Absorb combo. I think if I'm going to do it, I'm going to try it out with Max, but not yet. However, we do have ourselves the critical ability. By the way, this question shooter has Poverty. I had evolves into a weapon with Poverty. I had actually another wealth coin that I used on it, so that's where that came from. I'm not exactly sure I want to give this wealth ability to. But I do know that I want both of the ranged weapons to have criticals, so I will actually be putting both of these into the the ranged weapons. So we're going to be doing that now. Okay, let's switch to Monica's. Yeah, this thing's pretty nice. Also, I got my hands on another time thing, which is why the question shooter also has a time coin. So that's always nice. Now, where's my other bullseye at? There we go. Alright, so really the only things I have left to put on these weapons are both of the main weapons need the time one, everything needs wealth, and everything also needs absorb. Other than that, I have every ability that you can get in the game that cannot be counteracted, such as the critical and the dark coin, or the dark stuff. So yeah, other than that, not much else has happened. I have actually played a lot of Sphida, and I have to say I'm getting more into it now that I actually, you know, kind of have a reason to want to show you guys more stuff. And because of that, I got my hands on a few different things, including level up powder. Level up powder is fucking awesome. In the last game, it would just let your weapon level up immediately. In this game, it basically levels them up past just another point. I really shouldn't level this up. I'm going to do it anyway. Use on the... This counts as her right hand, right? Yes, it is. Okay. So we're going to use it on Monica's... Okay, cool. They got an arrow there. Isn't that sweet? Use it on the right hand, and it automatically levels it up along with all of the lovely bonuses. So, I would not recommend using the level up powder until you get to your max. You know, if you level up to level 5 before you upgrade, as soon as you get to level 5, use the level up powder. I don't know if this also increases attack. It should as well. So if your attack is maxed, maybe you want to wait till later in the game. So yeah, I am actually considering using this more often on Monica's thing because I fucked up and upgraded the sacks a little bit too early. So that'd be a good way to get my hands on some more points. Then again, you might want to wait until later on in the game because you will get more synth points. Because I think at this point, Max's hammer gets like 4 points normally instead of with another character on hand. So yeah. Anyway, I have done a lot of fucking talking here. Let's just get into the game. I don't think anything else has really happened besides getting my hands on a few new things. If anything here looks different, I probably got like some of these things I've got because of the place I was training in. I stole a lot of things because of I was training up the Paklekul, which has the bandit and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, anyway, give me one moment. Alright then guys, so I'm actually going to show you guys how I ended up leveling up the characters at the end of the day. So I'm actually going to switch to Monica and go to the next area if we can go there. I will show what specific area I actually like to train in. At first, I thought this big area with Max and whatnot that we had to do here, I thought this would be the best area to train in. That was a lie. This area with the little dragon creatures and stuff, the absolute, as you can tell, I defeated 600 monsters here and only around 187 here. Best area to train. It is filled with only the little... The monsters that shoot the little dragon-like things that carry on to the orbs. Yeah, it's just only those monsters, and they are pretty easy to take out the stronger you get. But I still want to show you guys how I ended up leveling up a few things. So then, let's see, all the stuff here. Okay. Wanted to make sure I didn't have some stupid things so I couldn't end up training up Monica and stuff. There really isn't much else to do besides going on through these levels and collecting the geostones. I will be doing a bit of talking here as well. But I wanted to make sure I could show you guys a lot of stuff, so yeah. Again, I will try to show on... Did the audio go out? Okay, no, it just got quieter for some reason, that's weird. But anyway, I will try my best to show off a few things. So, one of the things that I ended up learning... Uh-oh, got a new creature here. But one of the things I ended up learning is that if you have a weapon with the abs ability... if you defeat a monster with it and then switch out either a different character or whatnot, it will have more abs than usual. I tested this out myself. It seems pretty legit. If for some reason someone can prove me wrong, feel free to, but yeah. So anyway, if I defeat this monster with the, specifically with, which by the way, this monster is actually a monster from the last dungeon in Dark Cloud 1, the 100-layer dungeon. But anyway, switch to the bracelet, and you will end up getting more abs up this way. Now then, I was stupid, and Monica didn't have a bracelet at first, so instead I ended up just having to have both the sacks and the bracelet trained up, usually fighting a monster with a Ripod or something, or you have to defeat a monster to the very last bit of health, and then you have to switch and defeat it, or you have to basically use a regular weapon to get it down, and then when it gets to its last sliver, attack it 1,000 times with the weapon you want to train up. I think switching is the better way to do it, so go with that, please. I would recommend. Alright, so really that's all I did when training up. I didn't really worry about too much. Okay, Monica's not getting this shit done here. Let's, nope, not monster, not monster. I hate that. I gotta remember that. I try to keep in mind that the right The R button is for the, I try to use a cheat in my head that R means Ripod. Alright, cool. Killed that monster, that's sweet. I don't believe I've trained up the Ripod at all. I think I was going to, but I decided to say fuck it. Alrighty then, so. Not much else to say, I don't think. You guys really haven't seen much of Monika's weapons overall. Oh shit. Goodbye. Goddamn Mimic. Oh, look at how powerful this thing is, goddamn. Okay, I think I got a critical there. So anyway, that is the gun that... It's more of a laser now than it was with the Jurat gun. I think the Jurat gun was just kind of funny looking. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but it's just kind of funny. Anyway, Max has a new hammer, the cubic hammer, or whatever this thing's called. This thing, it looks like it's definitely heavier, and you don't get as many combos with it, but it does a lot of damage, and I think it knocks back its enemies a little bit more often than with a normal wrench. So yeah, that's what happened with that, the upgrade to this weapon. I think it's a pretty cool, I like the weapon overall from what I can tell. Yeah, kicked ass. So yeah, we are kind of gods right now, so we are going to be zipping through some of these levels. But yeah, I didn't do much training besides the fact that besides with the regular upgrade, I really didn't do much training with Max and, with either of Max's weapons. It's all been basically Monika's bracelet. Which was the way to go, because with abs up now, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to train up these weapons, which means shorter time between making videos, hopefully. Oop, not the Ripod, I want to switch to Monika again. So if you can't already tell, Monika's weapon actually, the highest weapon that you have... That's really bright. The highest element that you have out of the four... I will try to show you guys here. The highest element that you have out of these 4 ones will actually show on the weapon itself. In the last game, it would... The funny thing about Dark Cloud 1 is that you could actually pick the element that you wanted the weapons to have. Oh shit. That hurt. Thank you. But anyway, in Dark Cloud 1, you could actually switch to the element that you wanted to specifically use against monsters, but in this game, they're all stacked on top of each other. So honestly, you can't choose the effects of the bracelet. You have to do it on purpose to be able to switch and go, okay, I want this specific weapon to have more of this power, or vice versa, and etc. like that. It kind of sucks, but I can't really say I give too much of a shit. It's just it's a visual thing. I kind of like ice the most. I kind of like the whole ice effect going on, but basically the Cyclone is a little... Oh wow, 2 mimics, that's crazy. But the Cyclone is actually a, is just a little bit of a circle thing, and it's actually the same exact things as you could absorb from the monsters themselves. Now, the whole, like, holy monster, like we killed not too long ago, if Monika absorbs that with her sword and then throws it back at the enemy, it will actually show as a Cyclone. So some of them aren't always the same. Anyway, here's that one monster we saw a second ago. Actually, I can show off the whole thing. Oh, no, damn it. Don't do that. I want to show off this. As you can see, it shows as a Cyclone despite the fact that it's a quote-unquote holy weapon. Oh wow, you can actually attack this thing when it's closed? Huh, that's weird. Yeah, this monster was one of the last monsters in Dark Cloud 1 in the American version because we got ourselves on the demon castle. And I believe that thing was invincible if the thing was closed, so I'm surprised they brought it back in this game as a monster you can... I'm surprised they brought it back in this game as a monster you can attack whenever, so, Can't say I really care, it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, we are missing some monsters down below, so I'm gonna go and kill them. I can't think of anything else really to talk about. I'm kind of rusty. I ended up actually getting everything I needed to in the last, and the few days before I went on my family vacation, and, I kind of just sat around and tried getting medals and all that. And funny enough, I actually got pretty good at Spheda. I kind of learned a little bit more about it, and you know what? It is a lot more fun. Don't get me wrong, I have my issues with it. Specific areas do not work in the game's favor, but if you can get yourself a pretty good setup of Spheda, which I gotta put this in the corner, if you can get yourself a pretty good setup of Spheda, god damn it, I moved too early. The game ends up being a lot of fun, I'd say. So yeah, again, I had to force myself to play it though, so, you know, I wouldn't say, oh hey, you know, it's a fun game going into, it's really not, but give it some time, and especially the rewards you can get out of it, it's actually a lot of fun. Actually, funny enough, I don't think I'm ever going to post this on Twitter, because that's where I posted some of the, like, all the medals I got and whatnot. Because I think I got a good... I forgot how many I got. But I got like 5 medals in less than 1 hour in this area. 5 fucking medals. It was insane. Or medals, the whole coin thing. Sorry, not medals. I mean coins. The whole coins, I got myself like 5 medals out of it. It was fucking insane. The game, for some reason, just liked me that day. So it was like, okay, Michael, here's a bunch of medals. And I'm like, okay. I'm not going to argue with the game. Alrighty then, so... I really don't know what much else to talk about. I obviously didn't do any character recruitment or anything. I would have done that on screen. I didn't train up the Ripod at all from what I remember. And yeah, not much else. Sadly, the training up ended up being a lot easier than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a major pain in the ass, but in all honesty, it ended itself pretty well. And if you can't tell, we're in another area that has the whole, oh hey, that thing is sealed off, so... If you're wondering why I'm not commenting on it, it's because you guys will already see it. And you will see it, I think, only one more time? I'm trying to remember. 1, 2, 3... No, I think we're gonna get it another time. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but yeah. So I'm wondering if I want to actually stop the video and skip to, Damn it. I'm surprised the thing didn't home in. Oh god. Actually, this weapon isn't doing half bad against this yo-yo monster. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, the bracelet ended up being really fucking powerful. I was really glad for that, because, you know what? After training up forever, you kind of think to yourself, God, is this weapon just gonna fucking suck at the end of the day? But no, this thing is turning out pretty well. I'm glad I'm gonna be able to show off more of the goddamn, weapon destroying trap. I'll go with weapon destroying. Oh, poison track. Damn. Well, get to get our hands. These are usually the ones that I ended up getting my hands on coins. Nope. See, dragon crystals. Yay, I hate those. I really do hate getting those out of chests, because usually they end up being things that you should have gotten your hands on. Like, I think I was going through one of the meadow areas. Oh, hey, we were to the end. But you're supposed to get your hands on... It was funny because I opened up one of those chests and I got like 3 crystals outside of it, and then I immediately opened up another one right next to it, and I got 1 more than what was in the other chest. It was like, really, game? Really? You know, I just, you know, had all this fucking death and destruction happen to me, but you're gonna tell me now that, oh, hey, you fucked up. We got a ways to go, guys. God damn, and we're basically done with a lot of different things as well.